Hey there guys, I'm SonicGhost and welcome back to some more Let's Play Portal. Last time we went through the first 8 test chambers of the game, and in this episode we're starting off with test chamber number 9.
The Enrichment Center regrets to inform you that this next test is impossible. Make no attempt to solve it.
Oh man, this test! It looks so difficult. I need to put something on here. Otherwise the door would just shut, but there's an emancipation grill here so I can't take my box through it. Otherwise it'll just do this. In an odd fashion. So I don't know what to do except that there's this big gaping hole in the top.
The Enrichment Center apologizes for this clearly broken test chamber.
Yeah, I can see how it's broken. You guys didn't fix the top area. So what you need to do is you just need to go up the top, shoot a blue through it, and then just walk right through. Simple as that.
Fantastic. You remain resolute and resourceful in an atmosphere of extreme pessimism.
Notice that this is the only test chamber you're going to run into where they lower the elevator for you. That's going to be important later, and you'll see why maybe we get to that part of the game, assuming you haven't played this game before. A lot of people at this point have played Portal, just because it's so easy to come by nowadays and it's really cheap, especially on the PC. If you own an Xbox 360, you can get this game off Xbox Live, but if you're a PlayStation 3 user, the only way you're going to be getting this game is if you have the orange box, which you can also get in the 360, but it's the only way the game was released on that system. On the PC, you can get this for the orange box, or obviously just get standalone, and it's pretty dirt cheap nowadays.
Hello again. To reiterate, previous one. For momentum.
What about momentum? And what to reiterate, we never heard anything about momentum. So this is the first time we'll be introduced to this skill, but if you jump through a portal, you'll maintain all the momentum you had going through it.
Spectacular. You appear to understand how a portal affects forward momentum, or to be more precise, how it does not.
So that pretty much means whenever you jump through one of these portals, you will keep all the speed you have and gain a lot of airtime because of it.
Momentum, a function of mass and velocity, is conserved between portals. In layman's terms, speedy thing goes in, speedy thing comes out.
That last part can actually be kind of disorienting because you do a complete flip. Which, you know, if I was shown I just did that, I'd probably break my neck. But apparently this girl doesn't just have, ankles of steel, since she can jump off from these very high platforms and not feel a thing. Mind you, she can also twist her body and still apparently live from it.
The Enrichment Center promises to always provide a safe testing environment. In dangerous testing environments, the Enrichment Center promises to always provide useful advice. For instance, the floor here will kill you. Try to avoid it.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious why the floor is going to kill us. We want to go ahead and just wait until the orange portal gets shot to this side so we can go ahead and do this. Did that work? Yes, it did. Nice. Didn't think that was actually going to work, but it did. You want to essentially just have that little sphere hit the switch that we hit earlier, and with that, that'll make that little scaffold start moving. So let's get ourselves back to the other side and make our way onto that scaffold. And with this, after that portal gets shot through our body, apparently, we'll have the second attachment to our portal gun.
The device has been modified so that it can now manufacture 2 linked portals at once. As part of an optional test protocol, we are pleased to present an amusing fact. The device is now more valuable than the organs and combined incomes of everyone in subject hometown here.
Geez, this thing must be really expensive if it's more valuable than anyone's organs in one town. Really makes you think, how much are my organs worth? It also makes you think, if this thing is so expensive, why give it to a test subject like me? I mean, what makes me so special? But now we have access to both of the portals, so now we can go ahead and shoot both the blue and the orange portal at will. So we have a lot of variety now in our upcoming tests, since now we can do whatever we want. Before, it was kind of linear because all we can do is shoot a blue portal. Now that we shoot both, there are so many possibilities to solve some of these upcoming tests. And it looks like in this one we'll have some more momentum, so we get to go ahead and use our new portals just to fling ourselves. So let's go ahead and start off by flinging ourselves up to the top here. Okay, that was odd. I just bounced off this button like I was made of rubber. But you want to go ahead and stay on this button so that wall will start to get angled. And then you want to go ahead and jump right back through your portal you set up to grab a box. Since not only does that button activate that wall up here, but it will also activate the door so we can get out of here. So now that the box has been placed on the button, let's get to the door. Seems like our narrator here is having some fun. We'll find out the identity of this person who's been talking to us throughout our adventure here in Aperture Science, but until then, I'm just going to go ahead and refer to this computer as just the narrator.
Now that you are in control of both portals, this next test could take a very, very long time. If you become lightheaded from thirst, feel free to pass out. An intubation associate will be dispatched to revive you with peptic salve and adrenaline.
Okay, well that's oddly specific. Well, what we want to go ahead and do is apparently fall. That's great. We want to go ahead and when we get our first box in the first room, take it with us into this one. And I want to go ahead and demonstrate something. You only need one box to complete this room, and apparently also get yourself nauseated. That's exactly what I wanted to do. I didn't realize I jumped down when that thing was firing. Let's try this again, shall we?
Now that you are in control of
I'm not caring what you're saying, I'm just wanting to get through the room now. This might take a very long time and you'll recapacitate me, yada yada yada. We've heard this speech before. Whenever you die, you will hear this all over again, so you do have to keep that in mind. So if you don't want to hear your speeches over, do your best and try not to die, which is, easier said than done. But that's what I wanted to actually do. Instead of putting myself on that one, I'm just going to put the cube on that one. You can actually stand on both of the buttons, then shoot a portal in here and you clear the test. But I'm not going to do that. It's too easy. I actually want to go ahead and grab that cube so I can access our little laser ball over here. And I almost got hit by it. That would have been fantastic. There we go. So now that the scaffold's moving, we can actually jump onto it. There's another way you can get to this by flinging yourself to the top, but I just rather do this because it's a pain to do that. There's one of the challenge maps, that's another thing you can do in this game, assortment of challenges, and one of them is use the least amount of portals that you can. And in order to get the best score on one of them, you actually have to fling yourself to that platform, and it is really annoying. It's a really specific thing to do. I just don't like those challenges whatsoever.
We can no longer lie to you. When the testing is over, you will be missed.
Wait, I'll be missed? That's odd. Why would they say I'll be missed? Am I going home? That'd be nice to go home, but I don't know that's what they mean. Guess we'll find out.
All subjects intending to handle high-energy gamma-leaking portal technology must be informed that they may be informed of applicable regulatory compliance issues. No further compliance information is required or will be provided, and you are an excellent test subject.
So I want to go ahead and show this off now. You can actually complete this test chamber right now. You don't even have to solve it. It is extremely simple. All you have to do is just fling yourself to the top, just like so, and you land right into the platform. I might have screwed it up there in the very end, but I just wanted to demonstrate if you fling yourself from a portal here, you can actually make it on top of that, no problem. And in fact, for one of the challenges, they require you to do that. So I wasn't just doing it to show it off, I'm doing it because they kind of want you to do that. They actually expect people to cheat the system like that and just beat this one stage that fast. But we actually want to go ahead and grab our cube over here. And I'm just going to take a little shortcut. I don't want to walk all the way over here. It's too much walking for one person, you know. So I'm going to shoot a blue portal there, just because. I mean, we already know what those switches indicate, so I just want to have a portal all set up. Now we have these platforms. Now you can skip this just by portaling your way over, but because I have my blue portal set back up in the other room, I'm just going to go ahead and do this platforming challenge, which I normally don't do, so this is a first for me. So I just want to do that, and there you go. Solved.
Very good. A complimentary victory lift has been activated in the main chamber.
Nope, okay, I did not want to walk right back through my portal. Try that again. There we go. Yeah, it's pretty disorienting when you walk through your very own portal that you just set. And that will happen quite a lot when you play Portal. So you do want to keep that in mind. But I'll go ahead and do one more test chamber here before we call it an episode. And then I think we'll have a good amount of progress made in the game. I mean, so far we completed more than half of the test chambers if we're in test chamber 14. But as you can tell at this point, they're starting to get longer and more difficult.
The Enrichment Center is committed to the well-being of all participants. Cake and grief counseling will be available at the conclusion of the test. Thank you for helping us help you help us all.
Apparently these tests must be that scarring for people that they need counseling along with cake. That's not a good sign. We want to go ahead and set up our portals in this room, and apparently I was off by just a hair, really. That does figure. Want to set them up just so I can do that, no problem. We could take that lift up, but you know what, there's portable walls that we can use, so I'm not even gonna bother. I'm just gonna walk right up to the top myself. Thank you very much, game. Looks like we have another way we can fling ourselves here, so go ahead and make our way up these stairs, peek our head through this little doorway, and shoot out a portal. Then with that, we shoot another one down here, and get ready to start flinging. You don't want to press any button on your keyboard to move because that will screw you up. Trust me, I've done that before countless of times. But now we need to fling ourselves to the other end of this room. There we go. Now let's get ourselves set up here. I want to angle my portals just like so. And then do that. That should do the trick. Yes, it did. Good. So let's make our way back over. And what? How did I miss the portal? I never missed that, so how did I miss? I don't even know. In this room we have to wait for these scaffolds to move to where we need to, and man, this gets pretty annoying. As, you know, you're waiting for these things to move, and they take quite a long time to just get to where they need to be. Then there's also a chance of death, like so. Oh god, get in the portal. Oh my gosh, how did I survive that? I don't even know how I just survived that. Oh, no. Did I seriously? Yes, I did. I put my portal right next to that. Are you kidding me? Well, that would have been painful. I've actually done that before, where I need to get into this room, I shoot a portal right where that ball is, and, well, I think you can understand what happens after that. It's not a pretty picture. I want to go ahead and get my portals all set up for this room, just so I can go ahead, turn around, and do this. Then I want to go ahead and shoot some portals like so I can get this ball to shoot into that room. Come on, can you... Oh, it's in this room! Oh god, oh no, no. Should have seen that coming. There you go.
Did you know you can donate one or all of your vital organs to the Aperture Science Self-Esteem Fund for Girls? It's true.
So now we can go ahead and take this scaffold up to the top here to exit this test, but there is one thing I do want to show off in this room. As you saw when this opened, there was a radio sitting in there. You can actually get into that room, and there is a specific line of dialogue you get if you actually trap yourself in there. So I'm actually going to attempt to do that here. It's actually pretty difficult to do, and in fact my first time doing it I did the illegitimate way. So I want to go ahead and, well, do this the real way this time. Which is, you know, easier said than done. There we go. Made it inside. Got the radio. Now I'm kind of screwed.
Through no fault of the Enrichment Center, you have managed to trap yourself in this room. An escape hatch will open in 3, 2, 1.
And by escape hatch, I just essentially dropped the floor. No, radio! No, whatever shall I do, even though I don't care about you whatsoever. No! Radio, no! Well, that was an experience, just to say the very least. First time playing, you have no idea you can even get into that room, and when you do, yeah, you're stuck, so what do? You'd think, oh, I gotta reload a save now because I'm kinda stuck. And luckily, you don't have to, because the game knows that you will be stuck in that room, and they'll luckily open a way for you to get out. If they didn't do that, oh man, would Valve be very mean to the player with that. Well, now with that all said and done, I'm gonna go ahead and end the episode here, guys. So, next time on Let's Play Portal, we'll continue on with our last set of test chambers in the game. I'll see you guys next time.